Sonoran Desert. These are pretty much all gorgeous sheets, about the nature of America. And yeah, they're just very, very pretty. Pacific Coast rainforest. See all the different animals hiding. Great Plains. The Arctic tundra. Pacific coral reef. Northeast deciduous. Southern Florida wetland. The alpine tundra. Interesting. These are all super duper gorgeous. One of the most beautiful stamp series, in my opinion. Great Lakes Dunes. Kelp forest. This first envelope is 1891 Nicaragua, and it's a 30-cent Justice Mint postal stationery envelope. It's going for probably $2 to $5. Next is this Bioluminescence Life Sheet. It's gorgeous USA Forever sheet. Goes for about $43 from 2018. Looks like it has foil, which is luminescent. So this is the total eclipse of the sun sheet. Super cool sheet. I think it's 2017, if I'm reading that correctly. And this is the one where if you hold some body heat on these stamps long enough, that the moon will actually change color. So let me show you. So let's see here. See that? You can see the moon now. Pretty neato. So this is a 1997 Bugs Bunny pane. Goes for about $13. Next is actually a bunch of pages of CTOs from Czechoslovakia. Let's take a look up close. Whole bunch of stuff. Very neato. Some animals, Olympic commemoratives. They got a bunch of stuff in these pages here. This is a little strip of sharks from 2017. I always thought that they were a good looking strip. I've only recently become aware that there's a whole sheet of these. I didn't know. So this is a souvenir sheet about the Three Stooges in the Republic of Guinea. This actually comes with a certificate of authenticity. Official postage of Guinea. Pretty cool. So this is an American commemorative panel for STEM education. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. From 2018. Worth $11. This is a Tyrannosaurus Rex American commemorative for another $11 fee. This could be yours. These are pretty cool stamps. I like the look of them. It's a nice looking sheet. On the back, they also give you little tidbits of information. Pretty neat little stuff as well. So this is the Celebrate the Century series. Starts in the 1900s, goes to the 2000s. Commemorating all kinds of stuff. People, events, you know, just awesome stuff that's happened. And it's a nice looking sheet. So I do believe there will be 10 in this series. 1910s. The 20s. The Roaring 20s. And the 30s. The 40s. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and that was it for that series. Next is the commemorative panel, Wild and Scenic Rivers, where we take a look at nice background on this sheet. It tells you about the special streams of the National Wild and Scenic River Systems. That panel comes with this stamp panel, forever stamps, different rivers throughout the U.S. Here's a close-up so you can get a good look. Next is this spooky silhouette sheet, which I do have the actual press sheet of this. I took it out so that I can show you because it actually is very pretty. It has this reflective properties here. Colors change, all of them this one was a good looking sheet, and it was hard to do it justice in the album page there. Next after that is this Tyrannosaurus Rex sheet. Also very beautiful. Good looking sheet. That is from 2019, and it's about $8.80. Okay, next is this 2018 Statue of Freedom sheet of 10. It's $10. There are $1 denominations per stamp. Next in that series is the $2 denomination, which makes it a $20 sheet. Then we have the next denomination, which is a sheet of 4, where they all have $5 denominations. So next is this Princess Diana sheet here. It says, "Future free of hunger and want, Zambia," from '99. It is a mint sheet of 8. It goes for $10. So this is from Palau. It celebrates the Queen Mother reaching 100 years. This is from 1999. Probably, best of my estimates, worth about $4. So this is 1981 Royal Wedding from Caribati. And we've got one from '84, Antigua and Barbuda, for the 21st birthday of the Princess of Wales. So we've got another one for Diana from Liberia. And then another one from the Republic of Guinea from '98. Even more Diana here from '97 from the Republic of Chad. Continuing on with the Diana theme, we've got some from the British Virgin Islands. '81. And some from Australia, Great Britain. This is a cover that I have from Belgium. Some more Diana from Fiji. And that one is from 1998. This one here is from 2007 from St. Vincent. One from Uganda, Visit by His Holiness. And we have one from Gambia, 2000, probably worth about $8. This guy, Juan Marino Montero from Kurdridge. I could not figure out what the heck this stamp is. So if anybody knows, let me know what Scott number, any of that. I tried and tried. Maybe if I try again I can figure it out, but I just couldn't figure out what this was. Next is a mint sheet for Pope John Paul II. Over here kissing people and holding staffs and stuff, whatever he does. Okay, this one's the Dinosaurs of Nicaragua. That's a pretty sheet. That is a pretty sheet. It's from '94. Goes for $9.50. So here we have one from 1990 from Guyana. Like prehistoric animals. Certain period. Cool sheet. Here we have one from 2020. It's worth $21.50. Bugs Bunny. Getting all kind of mayhem. Next, Insects and Spiders from 1999. So about a $24 sheet. I will mention it also tells you about the insects on the back, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, next, these are pretty unique. They're not worth anything really as far as I can tell, but these are leather postcards. You'll see that Franklin stamp, right? This one's from 1906. Super common stamp. It's actual leather, and they all come with designs on the back, which are also pretty cool. If my camera would just do the only thing it's supposed to do in this entire world and focus on what I'm filming. But as you can see that, pretty cool. So let me show you the next one. This one says 1907 is the postmark, kind of hard to see. I guess the stamp fell off if it had one. It has this design on the back. How to be happy though married. Jeez. Yeah, when I first saw these I thought I was like, wow, that's so cool, it's going to be worth so much, maybe, blah, blah, blah. Nope. We're Jack, Jill. So this one's 1908, the obliterator cancel on there. This one's kind of flimsy compared to the other ones. It says, I'm so lonesome here. Well, AWD in the corner. Got some more on the next page. 1906. You're all here and well. Okay, next is can't see that postmark very well. I can't really tell you. Maybe 1906. It says there's so much bad in the best of us and so much good in the worst of us that it hardly behooves any of us to talk about the rest of us. The next guy is... This guy has this nice flag cancel. 1906. I do like the cancel. And on the back of this, it says, skipping the light, fantastic toe. Here is a Osmond stamps and a Hungary stamp, which have just been placed on a piece of paper, so I came across this somehow. So this is a cover from Pakistan, and it looks like a imprinted stamp. I don't think anybody actually adhered that. So this is like how you would buy from a stamp dealer or something, just kind of a pack of Ras Al Khaimah and Yugoslavia, Poland. Then we've got kind of continuing on with that theme is some more United States stamps. Totally common stuff there. Kind of another dealer sales pack of stamps. And then I have this cover here. It says there's stuff inside. It's from the Netherlands. Philatelic Services. So in this cover there was a few items. This is what looks to be like a sheet that you would fill out for an order. This guy's actually a little book as well. Has some different issues going on there. This other one actually folds open, turns out. Talking about The stamps. Next is a nice little block of sharks from Canada. It's a good looking sheet. Underneath that, another kind of dealer stamp packet. Next I have just a big old Boys Town charity seal sheet. They're Cinderella stamps from 1980. Another Boys Town charity seal sheet. This one's probably worth about $7 from 1968. So this is a 1972 Christmas seal. Worth about $4. Talking about Christmas. Yeah. So this is a German air post cover to the USA, and it's one folded sheet. You'll see the address, and when you flip it over, you actually have the letter from 78. We have one more Christmas seal sheet here from 73. The American Bible Society. This guy is actually the only cover from my grandpa on my father's side that I have. It's from 2004. My grandpa was a pretty smart guy. He was also great with computers. You know, back in '04, he actually had these pre-printed address labels with the little turtle, which I'm sure I would have to figure out how to do still today. So he was always ahead of the curve. He was a cool guy. I miss him. Inside is actually a letter from my uncle, and told me about how this is him in 1954, where his first Golden Glove boxing match, and I think that's him on the right. He bloodied the guy up pretty good. I was a boxer myself for a few years there, so he respected that, and sent me this pic. Thought that was cool. Next in here is actually just an envelope that I found full of random stamps that Grandpa Van Est, the guy who originally gave me my first stamp collection, was making for me. And I think another video I took these out and showed what was in there, so I'm just going to skip it for now, but I'm going to keep it as is. This next sheet is the 2021 Sun Science sheet. I guess that they took these black and white pictures of the sun and then actually colored them in to identify different different things about it. Beautiful sheet, really is. If you just kind of move it around a bit, you can see just how beautiful the sheet really is. Oh, I got two of them. So this next one is actually from my other grandparents, who, on my mother's side. This is from '04. I guess they sent me this silly little bear card here. Telling me about stuff. Nice little picture. One of the collections I had bought had this sheet pre-made with all of these stamps for Brooklyn, New York, already on there. Pretty interesting sheet. Definitely pretty. And while the other was Brooklyn, this one's Buffalo. Is the next. Somebody took their time. Very nice. So I ended up with several of these Disabled American Veteran envelopes with these coil stamps on. None of them are canceled. Somebody made these. So we have one here from what looks like Indian Posts and Telegraphs Department. Got one cover here from New York to New York from the Philippines. As you can see, it says it was from 57. Next is this Department of Biology cover from Maine, and it has this embossed envelope stamp. Got a unused Lincoln postcard here, and beneath that we have an official mail, I guess embossed stamp or printed stamp. We have a Canada cover from 2008. Pretty cool stamps. At some point, one of the collections I bought had this postage due sheet pre-made. Bunch of different postage due issues. Man, that is a big old block right there. Then we have some $1 postage dues. Another pretty sizable block. And a whole bunch of Franklin coils. Next I have a random album page with 2,000 commemoratives. Another random album page, some 08 commemoratives here. And a final page, some US, Idaho, and Iowa stamps. After that we have a album page with a slew of Nicaragua somebody else had put together that I have acquired. A bunch of CTOs, I do believe. A small bit on the back of that page as well. We've got one from Spain. One from Romania, looks like probably from the same album. We have a really nice sheet here. Holiday stamps. You know what, actually, I don't see a denomination on them. It says that they're stamps, but this may just be a charity kind of deal. So I have one cover from Italy. Not 100% on the postmark, but in the 50s maybe? So next is Christmas stamps from 78 from the National Wildlife Federation. There's a whole bunch of different animals on there. I do believe these are also not real stamps, but some charities, or seals maybe. Then I have a random 31 to 32 airmail page, a couple of winged globes, some 49 airmails, some 1960 airmails, 62, 73, 74, 76. So another page with the same exact stamps, only these ones are hinged and the other ones are not hinged. Another page of airmails here. There's a few on it. And from 85, another album page. Some airmail. We've got the final airmail page from 88 to 90. With these guys. So I have some random covers here. This first one's from, looks like 1918. Newport, Rhode Island Naval Training Station. And the 2-cent Washington on there. We have a 1960 imprint Pony Express stamp. Pretty cool. And on this page, the final one is a 1961 Wentzville, Montana cancellation on this Lincoln stamp. We have one airmail cover here from Southwest Africa to New York from 59. Next is a 1962 cover with a Fight Tuberculosis cancellation on a Christmas stamp. I also have a couple of the actual stamp, or at least one from that year and then the next year there as an example. Next, I've actually got several of these Robert Morris 1981 postcards, unused. Next is a 1958 cover with Lincoln stamp, canceled, Pray for Peace, sent to New Hampshire. After that, Benjamin Franklin Cachet, and this 1975 Fleetwood Bicentennial cover. Very neat. So I have a Space Shuttle Discovery cover here from 1990. It's also got that Space Shuttle cancellation on it. Nice cachet. Almost looks like a sticker. After that, a complete set of 7. The Squaw Valley, California Olympics from Hungary. And then at the bottom of this page, I've got a United States 6-cent postcard. It says it's the first U.S. postal card adapted to commemorate its 100th anniversary, 1873 to 1973. Got a pack full of Israel stamps. Beneath that, we have a Vatican special selection. How special could it be for 49 cents, I wonder? Next is this migratory bird stamp cancellation from 34. It says preserving wetlands. Very nice. So next is this United Nations one. I don't know what year, I don't know what stamp. My goodness, I remember I could not figure this thing out. I don't speak French. I could tell obviously it was from 1945. However, through my best efforts, I could not figure out what issue this stamp is. So if you know, if you could let me know in the comments down below, I'd really appreciate it. So this next one's a district letter envelope, 2.5 cents. From Ceylon. It says, this envelope will not pass through more than one post office, will only be delivered when called for, and will not be redirected. Nice imprint, embossed stamp. You can feel. So next I have this postcard from Bowdoin College, Wheeler, in Maine. This is a unused postcard with a stamp. We got a Washington stamp next to Jefferson. Then below, I have a whole stack of these postcards with that same Jefferson stamp printed on it, all from the Department of Biology in Bowdoin College, Brunswick, Maine. And I have a whole bunch more of those. As for this guy here, these ones, these guys, then continues on with this Lincoln 4-cent. Show you an example of the back so you can see what it looks like. And then some more. These all came from a collection I had bought. Somebody had a bunch of these. Some more covers from the college. Airmail covers. And then I don't think these are from that college. These are just some envelopes. They're embossed, it feels like. Got a whole bunch of these 99 covers. These ones are not used. So I've got a 1999 Betty Boop Sushi from Senegal. I have this unused 1931 US airmail cover. Pretty cool. I have a 1989 Inauguration Day cover. I got a unused golf envelope here for 13 cents. Pretty cool. So this is a 1932 personal tax assessment. Interesting stuff. And beneath that, I've got this really, really old 1886 postcard. That guy's old. So I've got this cover with this awesome cachet about Jamestown from '39. It's got these nice stamps. I do like the cancellation. I like this whole cover. This is a great cover. And I got an unused duck envelope. Beneath that, this Connecticut Tercentenary. It says, the Charter Oak, a famous tree in Connecticut colonial history. Next is a strip from '71. Some tuberculosis seals. So this cover here has actually a fair bit going on. This is a Germany cover with British censorship from 1947. You can see the censorship mark with some writing. Of course I can't read it, but they crossed it out and probably sent it back, or not sure. It's got a 75 Deutsche Post stamp. Buy war savings bonds. 7. Definitely a more interesting cover, being the censorship. I need to do some research and figure out what really is going on here, but somebody opened this thing and examined it for the contents. Beneath that, I have the Art of Magic Sushi. I'm pretty sure I got this for a couple of bucks from Mystic. So that you can get a better look, has a holograph here. Rabbit popping in and out of the hat. Pretty neat. I have a Guyana sheet from 2000. Photo mosaic of Washington, worth probably $10. cool sheet. So this is an Australia cover. It says Living Together. And all these different stamps. From 88. Cartoon View of Australia. This is part 2. So here we're nearing the end of this album. This is a 1998 France Soccer World Cup champions. A bunch of different denominations. Apparently a set of 6 is worth $4.10, and I have 14 of them in here. Of these soccer players, so that's probably about $60 worth of stamps. So next, I have a bunch of Cambodia statue stamps worth about 116 bucks. They're a set of 3, and the mint they're $4, and I have 29 sets. So yeah, you can see the 700, the 300, the 500, different denominations, different stamps. So next is this UN International Day of Volunteers sheets from '96. I have a bunch of these from Cambodia. Bunch of different denominations. This is fat. These are full sheets folded. So this is a thick page. I have a lot of them. Here on the back you can see different variation, but bummer. It could have been $630 catalog value. I counted them all worth of stamps in here. See, but the sheets are folded. And finally, we have another chunk of sheets from Cambodia from '97. So these have about a $222 value if you were going to count them all, but then again, same as the other ones, these sheets have been folded in half, so they're not mint. But if you want to get a close-up look here. Well, thanks for coming along on the journey. That was a cool album. It was pretty much just a whole lot of random stuff, but I enjoy making these albums, and I'm going to keep doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed too. Take care now. Bye-bye.